So you guys come out with OPP, and then after that, you just kept dropping hits.
Yeah, but it was so great. Now I gotta give a shout out to my bro, another one I lost. Tupac.
Yeah.
Because the funny thing is we met on the road because Naughty was like, yo, Latifah was going on the road. They said, want to take somebody out, but we only got a slot for one. K and Vince said, get this motherfucker off the block. Because he needs to get the fuck away because he too long, he's going to be gone. So I was a roadie, which is carrying bags.
For Queen Latifah.
You damn right.
Yeah.
So it was the Public Enemy tour, Public Enemy, Heavy D, Queen Latifah, Digital Underground, and that was like an opening act. But Tupac was a roadie for Digital Underground.
Yeah.
So we met on the road being bag carriers. And then he'll come out, same song, he rap. Then I rap with Latifah, had my little slot. And then boom, when we get in after we carry our shit, he like, where we going? Let's find a hood, get some weed. So we, not even knowing, every city we went in, we just started building relationship because while everybody else sound checking doing, we in the hood. And we there. So Tupac got me actually in Juice movie.
Yeah.
So you see me, they like, why is you with the Puerto Rican gang over there? I said, how am I gonna say it? I was Dominican. We was uptown, I was in Washington Heights. That's why I was in there.
Well, you tried out for the Bishop role, right?
Yeah, and I didn't know shit about acting. Latifah said, you were gonna do more than just be a rapper, go and try for them. I'm like, all right, I'll do. So I'm reading the role like, Riverside, Pac was, he went to school. He went to school of art. He knew how, he came up in there. He actually read right after I did. I came out, I'm like, what up? He go up in there, boom, he's just a motherfucker, you gonna live, die, bitch, bop, bop. I'm standing outside, I'm like, yo, you all right? He said, nah, I'm ready for the road. I said, nigga, you better get that motherfucker out, cause you convinced my ass. He got it, and if you see, Pac always had his family. It was us, it was me, him, Ed Lover, Mo Preem, rest in peace again, Live Squad from Queens, Big Stretch. He had like 7 of us in his suite, just because he kept everybody, and he was like, yo, I'm gonna get you in this role. So he had me, I'm an extra, I ain't even had no lines, but I was in the movie. So what was so crazy at the time, after OPP, Tommy Boy wanted to drop a whole nother like party record. I'm like, nah, man, nah. Let's do something on a whole different shit that's hardcore. So it was a big debate on what's coming after OPP. But the Juice movie was coming out at the same time, basically while I was there, and they needed a soundtrack song. So we had Uptown Anthem that we made for the movie, but on the album, and we put that on the soundtrack.
Right.
So then the movie put out, they wanted to do a video for Uptown Anthem. So when Tommy Boy seen the hardcore boom, 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 and it wasn't like a jolly party record anthem type shit, they was like, okay, I feel you. What do you want to do next? We said, Ghetto Bastard.
Yeah.
So they started listening, like, why you want to do that? I said, well, we had the ABC, Jackson 5 sample on that, OPP. This one has Bob Marley, Everything's Gonna Be All Right, but it's a conscious song. And back then, like, every song, what was beautiful about the 90s is like, every song sounded different. You had conceptual songs. You was talking about, so everything's gonna be all right, even though the title was Ghetto Bastard, and that was with the song Never Knew My Dad, Motherfuck the Fact, and they seen us in the projects and hustling and boom and that. They said, wow, that is great. That is great. So we did that, and then the big debate. Damn, man, what are they fucking, they got a new album, how they gonna top it? We said, watch what we do. They said, I think they can't never top OPP. We said, watch. We did Hip Hop a Race song.
Spike Lee did the video.
Spike Lee did the video. Eazy-E is on 18th Street that we hustled on. If you see it look like a drive-by. but he comes out with water guns.
Right.
So in the movie Straight Outta Compton, when he was coming to see Cube in New York, he was there, but through all the years of me and Pac, every spot we went, we just had connects and vibes. So he was there in the video. Spike Lee directed it. We filmed that in Jersey, and we filmed it in Brooklyn, Flatbush. You feel me? And it was like, they did it again.
Yeah, and it was just an ode to hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop
song
hooray,
dedicated.
ho,
We love hip hop.
hey.
Thank you, hip hop, for saving our lives.
Yeah, pretty much. And it was such a universal record. Even today, when you hear it, you can't help but to just fall in love with hip hop again. You know what I mean?
We broke the record. Most played hip hop song at the Olympics. Most played hip hop song Super Bowls. Most played hip hop song in halftimes. Most played hip hop song NBA, NFL. Bam.
And you guys were the first group to win a rap Grammy.
Yeah, but let me tell you about this shit.
Okay.
Well, you know you in America, and you're still a nigga, cause they ain't even air our part.
Oh, really?
Like, we couldn't go on stage. We had to go in the back and say thank you. So we couldn't even go on stage and thank nobody on television.
Right, because Jay-Z, I think at one point, ended up boycotting the Grammys because they were doing that shit. That was after you guys won?
Yeah, we boycotted their ass too after we had to walk out the back door with our Grammys.
Yeah. Well, you did win a Grammy though.
Motherfucking
It's
right.
the Grammy winning group, Naughty by Nature.
You motherfucker.
You got to say that before you say Naughty by Nature. Moving
kiss
forward.
my ass, goddammit. You ain't gotta invite me back. Fuck you.
So you and Tupac stayed really close the whole time. Now you had mentioned, like I had, I know a lot of people that were really close to Tupac, and I remember me and QD3 got into this long conversation, and he was telling me how working with Tupac in the studio when he was producing him, he always felt like Tupac had this urgency to hurry up and get this music finished because he felt he didn't have a lot of time on this earth. Now you had said something similar. Explain.
Basically, a lot of people don't know Tupac before he was born. Rest in peace again, Mama Feeney Shakur.
Yeah.
Like, she was pregnant, locked up.
She was part of the Panther 21.
He's a baby Black Panther, man. Like, he always said my mouth gonna get me in trouble. But he was taught from a young age on what really the system and what America we really live in. You feel what I'm saying? Like, when we go to school, our Black history ain't teach us the Black history, the Black power history, what was going on. And it wasn't like it was on the media, anything else, and you looked at anything like that, like if they were urban terrorists. And everybody think they was thugs, the Panthers. They don't know they was scholars, they was teachers, they were professors, that gave all that up to put their life on the line for better all of us. So he was raised under that. Mopreem was raised under that. His brother, you know what I mean? So he had that in there, and he knew, like, it's gonna come one day where when I start putting out this, besides Brenda's Got a Baby, Dear Mama, and when I get really, like, political on him, I'm gonna be a target. And then what hurt him the worst is like the New York incident where he got robbed in the studio.
The Quad Studios.
Yeah, he's like, man, for all I do and represent for my people, I just never thought my own people would shoot me.
Right.
So that's when the urgency went from like maybe doing 2 or 3 songs in the studio a day to like 5 to 10.
Oh, so that incident did it?
I mean, he was on it. He was recording way more than people was, like, but that what really turned it up, because he was like, it switched. It's like it's like me, I got jumped when I was in kindergarten by the Project Kids that was around the corner. And that switched my whole shit. I was jingle, jangle, 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 boom. Oh, la, 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 la. Everything is all fucking good. Till I got jumped, and it sparked the shit with me where I'm like, it won't happen again.
Well, you had mentioned that when Pac was in the hospital, he felt like the doctors were going to poison him through the needles and stuff like that. He just became really paranoid.
Yeah, I mean, Mama Feeney was like, when I came to the hospital, she's like, yo, please talk to him. They saying if he leave, he wants to check himself out. An infection could kill him. So I said, all right, Ma, I'm gonna come talk to him. So when I came up in, he was like, I know what you're gonna say, fuck that, I need to go. I said, all right, we gonna go. You feel me? Like, you gotta realize, Auntie Asada Shakur, you feel what I'm saying? She's been exiled and on the run since the 70s. Panther, when she's there in the ambulance, when she gets shot, they sticking their fingers in her bullet wounds. Saying, bitch, you gonna die, you ain't gonna make it. So when the uncles came and broke her out of prison, anything else, when he's sitting in the hospital, he like, I don't trust none of these motherfuckers at all. Get me out of this motherfucker. I said, let's go.
I heard there was an actress that he stayed with right after the hospital. Do you know who that was?
No, if I did, I wouldn't say it.
Okay, fair enough. So, Tupac had this interview because, okay, he got shot at Quad Studios. And he was on his way to a studio session, and like Biggie and Diddy and all of them were there. And after he got shot, he talked about how everyone sort of turned their back on him. That he thought that him and Biggie were friends, and Biggie didn't do anything to help him at that point. And the one thing that he compared that situation to was with you. He said, when Treach had problems with the Rolling 60s, I came in and I helped fix that situation.
We all fix each other's shit and everything else, but once Pac introduced me to Biggie, Biggie was my nigga, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And what Pac didn't understand at the time, like, Biggie wasn't a street nigga. He's one of the greatest of all times and a great lyricist, but Biggie was basically telling stories of the ghetto he grew up in. Let me tell you some shit right now, man. What happened in that shit, Biggie had a lot of real live gangsters from the street with his circle. You feel what I'm saying? And Pac didn't understand that Biggie probably feared these motherfuckers, but Biggie loved Pac. You feel what I'm saying? And Pac's problem with Biggie was that he couldn't go. Like, when shit happened with Pac, I go, he said, yo, put your ear on the street. I put my ear on the streets and we had, same with him, Biggie couldn't talk or go to none of them because he wasn't that street nigga. You feel me? Did Biggie set Pac up? I'm gonna say hell fucking no. Mm-hmm. And Biggie couldn't go and tell nobody nothing. So many people was in the studio, motherfuckers just knew Pac was coming and just squatted in the wait for him.
Well, I interviewed Napoleon.
Mm-hmm. And them nephews. You feel what I'm saying? And listen, nigga, I'm Uncle OG. You feel me? They gonna ride no matter what. When Pac, the thing is, Pac and Big never had a chance to sit the fuck down and get it where now both sides was all on, I'm riding with Big, I'm riding with motherfucking Pac. They die beefing, we gonna beef forever. Not the fuck on my watch. Cause I know real live fucking stories, man.
Well, I interviewed Napoleon from the Outlaws.
Mm-hmm. And that's nephew.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he said,
when my brother went up to Haitian Jack, you know, my brother's a little crazy. He like, this is my brother, he from the Outlaws. You got a problem with him? And Haitian Jack was like, oh, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? He was like, this is from the Outlaws. This is Napoleon. This is one of Pac homies. What's going on? And we started conversating with Haitian Jack. You know, we like, what happened in New York City when Pac got shot? You know, word on the street that you had some involvement with it. And Haitian Jack was like, look, man, you know, the people that shot Pac was people that loved me. He said when Pac started talking, you know, down on me, I'm loved in the streets. He said the people took it on their own. He said I never told them to go do it. It was just people that love me decided to take it in their own hands. He said, but it never came from me.
Man, I don't know shit about that. See, the thing is that everybody gotta learn to understand. Watch who you roll with and who your people. You understand what I'm saying? Because certain people that's around your cipher can do shit and you get blamed for the shit.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And I had instances where my homies done robbed motherfuckers and boom, I had to bring jewels back. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they had to get chastised and motherfucking disciplined. You feel what I'm saying? But you gotta know your fucking cycle and circle. You feel what I'm saying? And cause a motherfucker come to you and get you for something somebody else fucking did.